What's up everybody, welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan. If you are new here, thank you for joining us, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back as always. If you've been a subscriber to the show for a bit, you know that I am a huge fan of products from Phenyx Pro, especially their microphones. Every time I've reviewed one, I've been blown away by the quality for the price. Not every DJ, new band, karaoke outfit can afford top-of-the-line Sures right out of the gate. So if you're looking for a UHF microphone on a budget, there's so many options on Amazon. Phenyx is a company that has consistently delivered really phenomenal quality products at an affordable price. And so today we're going to take a look at their PTU-5200. I had to make sure I had the model right. This is a 4-channel UHF microphone system in a single rack mount space. And I'm going to go over all the features, what's inside the box. They include a lot with these units, and give you a test and let you know whether or not I think it's worth picking one of these up for yourself. Now, if you're not a subscriber, consider becoming one, hitting the notification bell and the like button, leaving a comment. It helps the channel grow. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all of you for watching. But we won't waste more time with that. Let's dive into taking a look at the Phenyx Pro PTU-5200. There won't be much time to spend on the box itself because it's very similar to past products. I will read you a few specs from the back. This operates in the 500 to 590 megahertz range, which is going to be legal to use for all, I think, everyone in the US. It's got greater than 90 dB dynamic range, less than 0.5% total harmonic distortion, and a frequency response from 40 to 15 kilohertz, 40 hertz to 15 kilohertz. It's got XLR outputs, quarter-inch unbalanced mixed outputs, and it uses BNC antennas, signal-to-noise ratio greater than 95 dB, and it's got a bunch of other, specs as far as the microphone reduction and RF sensitivity, things like that. And the battery life in the handhelds, importantly, is going to last you 8 hours, so perfect for most events. But enough about specs. Let's open this up. You came here to see the product. So it comes in this nice carry, case with a handle right here. If you open it up, first things first, you've got your manual right here. Phenyx's manuals are pretty easy to understand. They've got, diagrams explaining all the features. They're well formatted and written in English is, pretty straightforward. This is a reputable company, okay? Like I said, this is, it says 4x25 adjustable frequency sets. So this is not like a scanning microphone system. It's not as high-end as some of their other offerings in that you can scan for like the most available frequency. This just has a set number of frequencies you can cycle through, and you'll just have to kind of do testing yourself to see if there's one that's open and that works well for the space that you're in. So this is going to come in at more affordable than their other 4-channel units, and that's because, again, the functionality is a little bit less, but I still think, more than enough for the casual user, okay? So once we take off the foam, we've got the unit itself, and then we've got our antennas right here. They include nice half-wave antennas, which are going to give you greater signal reception. And we've also got the unit itself right here, all metal, nice and hefty. It's got the Phenyx logo, kind of pressed in right there, not too gaudy or over the top. And then this is the front of the unit. So we've got our screens, 2 on each side for the different microphone channels. We've got 4 volumes in the center and a power. So this isn't really cluttered. It looks nice. And it doesn't have any rubber feet on the bottom, but this is a tabletop unit. It does not come with rack mounting hardware. So this is more gonna sit in an audio cabinet or on a table or in a DJ booth or on the side of a stage, okay? Not in a rack case, unfortunately. Again, cost-cutting measures, I'm sure, to get this one to be more affordable. Now, around the back, we've got our connections. We've got our BNC antenna connections right here, 4 XLR balanced outputs, 1 for each channel, and then a mix output if you don't want to mix them at your audio board individually, okay? And then we just have our power in DC standard, plug-in right there. So that's the unit. We'll get back to that in a moment. Underneath this foam, we've got the rest of the accessories, and they include a lot here. So we've got 4 of the handhelds. The handhelds have a great form factor. They are metal, except for this cap at the bottom, but the rest of the unit is metal. They each have a screen with a power button, and then you can pull this off here at the bottom. And then this actually, you probably don't need to do this small one. You just need to take off the big one. You can pull off the bottom to access the battery compartment right there, and then our buttons on the back to adjust the channel as well as the volume or the gain on the microphone itself. So you can kind of do some adjusting within the actual handheld and not just at your mixer. So there's 4 of these included. I'm gonna actually keep this one out. We'll use that one for testing. We've also got our 1/4 inch to 3.5 millimeter tip sleeve mono cable for the mix output. They do not include XLRs in the package. If you want to use, mix all the 4 channels individually, you're going to have to buy your own XLR cables, but that's pretty standard. I don't usually see those included. We've got our DC wall wart plug right here. I'm going to keep that out. I'm going to keep this mic out. And then they do include a bunch of batteries, 1 set for each handheld, and then they include their anti-roll collars. They always have these in there. I'm always happy to see them. These are kind of rubber colored so you can keep your channels straight, and then they just slip on the handheld unit so that if someone sets it on a table or a hard surface, it's not going to roll off. So you can just slide that all the way up, set it on a table, and that keeps it from moving. Okay, so I like to have these. The bright colors are not really my thing, but if you need to keep the different channels separate, that's a pretty easy way to do it. Okay, so let me take some of this packaging off, and I'll show you how to set this microphone system up. If you've never used a UHF microphone like this before, it's not too hard. So we're going to pull out our antennas. This is why we need the anti-roll thing, because my microphone already wants to head off the table. Pull out your antenna. You just have to kind of lightly put it on the BNC connector in the back and just twist until it slots on. Then once it slides on, you twist just the collar and that will lock the antenna. Then you can find which way it bends and turn it up so it's facing like that. You do the same thing on the other side. Again, lightly put it onto the connector, the BNC, until it slides down, and then use the collar to lock it in place. You can bend the antenna and then pull it up so that they're kind of making a V shape like this. 45-degree angles is perfect. Okay, now we've got our audio cable right here. Or excuse me, this is our power. What am I saying? This is the DC wall wart. This is like my 4th video I filmed today, so excuse me, guys. So this has got a decently, this is probably just judging by what I'm seeing here, I'm gonna say a 6-foot cable, maybe 10? Nah, probably 6. I'm gonna plug this into power down here on the floor. And then I'm gonna plug this into the back of the unit so we can see what it looks like. I've also got an XLR cable prepared going to my speaker behind me. That's the Avante AS8. I'm gonna put this in channel 1. I don't actually know what channel this mic is yet. And so we'll turn it around, we'll hit the power button for the first time, and there is our display. Okay, so you guys are seeing me set this up live for the first time right now. I want you guys to get an idea of how to do this if you've never done it before. So we actually got a lot of info on each channel. It looks like we're gonna get the frequency. We're gonna get whether or not the mic's muted, which antenna it's going to. We're gonna see AF and RF, which is the strength of the signal and the strength of the radio reception, and then channel A, channel B, channel C, channel D. Okay, so let me throw some batteries in this mic. We'll figure out which channel it is exactly. All right, so I've got batteries in the handheld. I'm just gonna click the power button, okay? This says C, and then 06. So let me do that one more time. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna hold the button to turn it off. And then I'm gonna turn it back on so you can kind of see what it says initially. C06, so this is channel C, and it's on frequency 6, and then it changes to show you your battery life, and then the exact frequency, which in this case is 560.6 megahertz. So I'm actually gonna take my XLR out here and throw that into channel C. Okay, and we'll just kind of go, now that I've got the microphone set up, you can see on the display for channel C, you can see the response there at the bottom. It's getting audio. It's set to 560.6. So I'm just gonna start bringing up channel C here. Check, 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 1, 2, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. All right, so there we go. I've got the volume maxed out on here, and I'm getting a decent signal through my speaker, which is set at unity. Let me unscrew this and we'll adjust the volume on the mic itself. Now you can hear, that metal sound, bit of handling noise when we screw that. Actually, if I've got it in, but no real handling noise on the mic itself, which is really good for a cheap unit. So let me unscrew this. Okay, and we'll kind of adjust this volume here. So I'm gonna click up, check, 1, 2. I'm gonna push that all the way up. Okay, so U5, I guess, is the highest the volume goes, and then U1, which is like nothing. So you've got to have this all the way up and this all the way up. And honestly, it's not an insanely high level. Let me kind of adjust back here. You know what? I know why. It's because this is putting out a line level signal. Let me switch it over to mic. Check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Oh yeah, ton more volume there. Okay, so this is putting out what appears to be a mic level signal through the back. So you have to make sure that your input is set on mic. So now I've got that. I've got a ton of output. I can actually probably dial this back a bit. Where's my channel C? I can't see. There we go. All right, so there we go. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Audio quality, great. It's very similar to other, I'm sure it's using the same capsule as the other Phenyx Pro systems that I've reviewed in the past. Off-axis rejection is great. Really, I don't know if this is like a super cardioid or what, but it's really only picking up directly in front of the microphone. And that sounds fantastic. Okay, so we can kind of see on there 560.6. We can see that we're getting the level. You can't see the battery readout on this unit, so it won't tell you if your handhelds are like running out of battery. You'll have to actually look on the unit itself. Now let's go through the frequency changing process. Let's say you're testing with this guy and you're getting some interference or dropouts. Let's see how we change our frequency. So to change the frequency, short press the set button to change the frequency. The mute symbols might be on during the process. Wait 1 second and it will disappear. So I'm going to turn channel C down and we're going to short press C. Okay, all right, good. So if you're clicking the set button, it actually is cycling through the channel. So you've got, oh my gosh, it just keeps going. Okay, I'm going to see how high that goes. So we're going to go all the way up to 25 channels per mic. So we'll just go to, it was on 6, we'll go to 3, okay? So I'm gonna click the short set button. Now it says 559.6, okay? So I changed that from 560 to 559.6. So now it's set on here, but we need to sync it to the unit. And it looks like it did it automatically. Let me try and change again. I'll change to channel 5, 560.3, check, check, check. And let's see if we can kind of change that. Oh, so the unit already picked it up. I just have to set it on here and maybe just keep it in close proximity. Check, 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 check. And it automatically sets the level. So that's really cool. Change the microphone's channel group. So if you want to have 2 of these on just channel A, the same volume control, I don't know why you would. You can actually do that as well. You just have to turn the microphone off by long pressing the on-off button. When the microphone is on, you will see that there are A01 on the display, which means microphone is set to channel A with frequency 1. Do not release the on-off button and keep holding for 5 more seconds, and then the channel will change to B01. Okay. So I guess we have to, so we turn it off. Okay. And then we hold it, and we keep holding it, and it will change to a different frequency set. Okay, so it's on C05. Okay, now it says D01. So I guess I can keep doing this. This is gonna take a while to get back to C. I don't know why you would wanna put multiple on the same channel, but I guess that's an option. All right, now we're back on C01, which is 598.9, check, 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 and it automatically, again, picked up that frequency. So really, you just need to set the microphone close to the unit, and I guess they communicate with each other, you know, C with C, and it will automatically assign the frequency. That was super easy. Again, if you want to see a distance test of these microphones, they're using the same capsule as some of the other models that I've used in the past. So the distance test is going to be similar, easily getting out over 100, 150 feet with good full sound. Phenyx is just known for this. I've never had one let me down yet with a lot of use, you know, probably a year since I reviewed my first one, and it's still going strong. And so with this guy, you're getting 4 channels, you're getting it in a tabletop setup, pretty easy to control, good sound quality, very easy pairing process. I think it's a winner. I would have loved to see battery readout on here, but it's not the end of the world. I think this does have muting if I click a single time. Check, check, check. Yeah, so a single click will actually mute the mic, and then click again, and it will turn back on. So honestly, phenomenal. 25 frequencies per handheld. You can't scan, which is a downside. But other than that, for a budget 4-channel UHF unit, I don't think you can go wrong with the PTU-5200. So if you want to pick one of these up for yourself, I'll of course, as usual, include a link down in the description. You can buy through there, support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and I would super appreciate it. If you're not going to pick one of these up, go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe. All of those help the algorithm and helps get me closer to 5,000 subscribers so I can keep bringing you awesome content. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.